Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to see question and answers from orthodontics. So let's move on to the first question. Growth site of the mandible is in, they've given 4 options: body, condylar cartilage, coronoid and ramus. The answer to this question is the condylar cartilage. So if you see, the growth sites are growth fields having special roles in the growth of particular parts of the bone. Like even the maxillary tuberosity is considered as a growth field. So mandibular condyle, sutures, alveolar process, all these fall into the growth sites. So moving on to question number 2. At which stage of Nola's the tooth shows eruptive movements or start erupting? The options are stage 5, stage 6, stage 7 and stage 8. The answer to this question is stage 6. See, according to Nola, arbitrarily it's been divided into 10 stages. That is, the development of each tooth is divided into 10 stages, starting from the absence of crypt to the apical end of root completed. So if you see, the 6th stage is the tooth eruptive movements begin during the 6th stage, where the crown formation is complete. So the answer to this question is B. So moving on to question number 3. Intercanine width in maxilla is increased with eruption of, they've given 4 options: lateral incisors, permanent canines, premolars and peg laterals. The answer to this question is permanent canines. So the maximum intercanine width in maxilla coincides with the eruption of canines. Normally it is completed by the age of 10 to 12 years, as we all know. And the increase in the width will be around 5.5 mm. If you see in the mandible, the maximum width will occur during the eruption of the incisors. So it is completed by 9 to 10 years of age, with the average increase of only 3 mm. Moving on to question number 4. Broad bend space is seen in the age group of, they've given options 8 to 12 years, 12 to 17 years, 15 to 18 years and 4 to 6 years. The answer to this question is 8 to 12 years. This is called as a broad bend space, or as we all know, it is called as the ugly duckling stage. It is mostly seen between this 8 to 12 years. So moving on to question number 5. Profile during chronic thumb sucking is concave and narrow, wide and concave, narrow and convex, convex and wide. The answer is C, narrow and convex. So the convex profile is seen in class 2 division 1 and in thumb sucking patients. So you can have this also in mind. So the convex profile is seen in class 2 division 1, okay, and also in thumb sucking patients. So moving on to question number 6. Breathing is termed anatomic breathing if there is a short upper lip, enlarged adenoid, enlarged tonsil, or both A and B. The answer is A, short upper lip. So if a person is going to have a short upper lip, then there are high chances of anatomic mouth breathing. But in case of option B and C, that is enlarged adenoid and enlarged tonsil, you can find that it results in obstructive type of mouth breathing. So moving on to question number 7. Andrew's fifth key of occlusion is, they've given 4 options: curve of Spee, rotation absent, tight contacts, and Bolton's ration. So the answer to this question is C, tight contacts. According to Andrew's keys, there are around 7 keys, and the answer to this question is, the 5th key is the tight contacts. So moving on to question number 8. The scan index is generally used as they've given 4 options: malocclusion index, treatment need index, treatment change index, and treatment of priority index. The answer to this question is treatment need index. That is the option B. So if you see the scan index, it is a synonym for index for orthodontic treatment needs. In a short form, they call it as IOTN. And this index was developed by Brooke and Shaw. So keep this in mind. It was the scan index or the orthodontic treatment need index was developed by Brooke and Shaw. So moving on to question number 9. Which of the following does not lie on the mandible? They've given 4 options: pogonion, porion, menton, and nathion. The answer to this question is B, porion. So if you see what is this porion, it is the highest bony point on the upper margin of the external auditory meatus. So it does not lie on the mandible. So moving on to question number 10. The occipital pull chin cup is frequently used to treat maxillary prognathism, mild moderate mandibular prognathism, class 1 skeletal cases, and class 2 skeletal cases. The answer to this question is B, mild moderate mandibular prognathism.